as soon as I heard the time that you were holding, that your event is held, and right away I said, that's, you know, how, you know, it was right behind you. So.
It was, but we just handled it. Actually, it's
So, how long have you been doing this then?
Actually, it's been a year that I'm working.
A year?
Yeah.
So this must be an exciting job for you.
Yeah.
Not during this time, maybe.
No, but during the festival, it's
preparations
a
and
really
everything.
exciting job.
Yeah.
You don't have any time for you.
No.
You have like 10 days, and it's 10 days, ain't it? That's it. You don't think about anything
No,
else.
no, you have to.
You don't have a relation with your wife or anything like
No,
that.
no time.
You know, there's no time.
It's,
No time
yeah.
for couples.
Wow. Now, is there any other new things that have developed over the years? Like, you know, do you have performances by singers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul Brandt
Paul Brandt,
came
famous
2 years
comedian.
ago.
2 years ago.
2
Yeah.
years ago. Who do you guys know who's going to be this year?
Yes, but I can't say.
Oh,
okay.
'Cause
Yes,
you
but
have-
I can't say. It's
You
gonna
have to be
come
careful, 'cause when,
Stuff.
if it's not confirmed 100%.
Yeah, that's it, and we have like the conference
Yeah, I
on the 21st of June, and it's at
Okay, yeah.
that time
when
that
you confirm.
that all the people should know that. So
Yeah.
here at the office, we know. We can't say.
See, with me it's different because I'm not really that. I'm not really responsible to when I had a good feeling that I was going to meet the Pope, right? But I didn't have it confirmed. I just knew. I had this feeling that I knew. I was mentioning it, you know, every press conference that I was going to meet the Pope, and then some people were saying, you know, you shouldn't say something that you don't know. I go, well, if I'm wrong, I'm the only guy who has the answer to it, but I just have a strong feeling I have to mention it, you know. So,
You're like me.
yeah, it's one, you know, like I might have had to pay for it if it didn't happen, you know, I would have had to. But when you're orchestrating things where you're responsible, then you have to be careful what to mention and what not to mention.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
And here at the festival, that's a good point.
Good point. Yeah,
Yes,
I
good point.
know, because you have to follow the procedure and
Yes.
and, you know, everything has to be in a certain way.
Yeah.
I was curious, how many years did you plan to do this?
To do
tour?
this thing,
It's
well,
been a long time that you've been saying?
it has been a long time, but it didn't just hatch up. It developed, it evolved, you know. It started out with doing something right from overnight, you know. One night I decided to put a knapsack on my back and just walk from Toronto to Ottawa, you know, and that was 2 years after I received my transplant.
Okay.
Because I was still witnessing too many people that were passing away, you know.
Or they didn't have a donation.
Exactly. So, and then I kept hearing so many times that people were, there was available organs that weren't getting donated. You know, you kept hearing that every day because when there's a donation made, it usually gets broadcasted, you know, so many times it wasn't, you know, available organs weren't getting donated. So I think I didn't know what I was going to accomplish with walking from Toronto to Ottawa, but I guess it was just my way of trying to express this.
Did you get influenced by Terry Fox?
In a way, because
Something like that.
yeah, because I think see, I guess how I can relate to Terry Fox is that you've got to be a little bit crazy. So I think Terry was crazy, you know, because to do something like this, you can't be sane, you know, because you have there's just the challenges are just it keeps going on and on, like to try and accomplish something like this. So, but I related to the passion that he had about what he wanted to do, you know, so that's how I related with, and I actually met with his brother many times before I did the, yeah, yeah, and you know, he was telling me stories about Terry and when they did, because he was with them while they were, like, he was like Kurt's job, he was the road manager. And so, you know, he was with Terry and he was telling me, and every time at the end of it, he would always be crying, right? So it left a very powerful impression on me, you know. And in a way, I thought that, well, maybe there might be a chance if Terry could get that kind of attention, and this area needed attention, the same kind of attention. Maybe we can get the same kind of attention by, you know. So it just takes one crazy guy, right, to do something. And then you see, because that's the idea of the walk, is to get the attention.
Yeah,
and
just
then,
to the media, just that they talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, and when the attention is there, then it's possible to do more things.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're gonna inspire people, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna
Open the eyes of the people about the problem, actually, because people doesn't know really about the problem.
Exactly, you know, and it's the same thing with any other cause too, like when you're trying to get attention to whether it's AIDS, whether it's, you know, not to do drugs or anything, you know, that needs more attention, you know, that needs more. So you know, it was the same idea with this, you know. So it took about a good 3-4 years, but it evolved from the Toronto-Ottawa walk first in '97, then I did an Ontario walk in '99. I walked around the
Okay.
yeah. And then after I did the Ontario walk, from September '99, we planned the Canada walk, which was going to begin June 20th, 2000. So that...
It's been since June 20th, 2000, you've been on the road?
I've been on the road, yeah. So...
Did you went back home or not?
I went back home because twice. When I visited the Pope, the flight just took me back to Toronto. So I was there for, and it's strange because I came back on the 10th of September because I visited the Pope on the 5th, and then they had other activities for me, and my flight took me back on the 10th. And then I did a show called Breakfast Television in Toronto, City TV, Much Music.
Okay.
And on that morning, on the 11th, I was at the TV station, and right after I finished, you know, being interviewed, it happened right after. You know, that's why it yeah, and it's left just like everybody, and it just, you know, and so that was the one time, so I had a chance for a couple of days, and then...
But you couldn't, oh no, you couldn't fly. Sorry, I said you couldn't fly, but you stayed in Canada.
Yeah, but then from Toronto, like I was to join where because I had to interrupt the walk for about 8-9 days for this trip, you know, but I went back to Newfoundland to continue, because that's where I left off. And then about a month and a half ago, my dad passed away, which, you know, it's still kind of hard, but, you know, things like this happen wherever you are or whatever you're doing. So I went there for the funeral for 3 days, and, you know, I came back, so. But for almost 2 years, it's been like on the road, you know.
On the
But do
road
you think the
again.
event of the 11th of September helped with your cause, do you think?
Yeah,